Hi everyone, it's Kino here. Welcome to Evening Yoga for Beginners. This is a perfect class to help you release stress and wind down so that you can really feel at peace with yourself. And you know what they say, once you make peace with yourself, you're kind of at peace with the whole world. So let's get started. Come to a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes. Gently bring your hands together. A nice long deep breath in. As you exhale, let's rest the hands down, keeping the mind in a quiet space of awareness. Notice your breath and the feeling of the inflowing and the outgoing breath. Notice the sensations in the body, how the body feels. Notice the quality of your mind and your emotions. Letting this constant awareness help bring you into a space of peacefulness, harmony, and alignment with yourself. Then a nice, long, conscious, deep breath in. And as you exhale, let's softly open the eyes. Gently move the hips a little bit back as we begin with a hip opening posture called the fire log pose. We're going to stack the shin bones on top of each other. Now, I've been practicing for a while, so my hips are pretty open. If you find that this posture is stressful or if the knees are quite elevated, you can use two blocks and place one underneath your forward knee and another under this opposite knee. You could even stack it all the way up here. So you want to make sure that the posture is comfortable to start, and don't be afraid of using the props. However, if you do not need the props here, then you might want to stack that block a little bit forward, and we'll use it in just a moment. Now to get confident with your position here, let's inhale and find the lift through the center line of the body, and then exhale, twisting around that center line, gently looking over to the right. We'll hold for just a few breaths, just to create that sense of length, the sense of lift, a feeling through each joint of the body of spaciousness, a feeling in every breath of spaciousness. Very good. Let's inhale back to the center, and now we begin to fold forward. Well, we'll hold for a little bit longer. Drawing the navel in, let's exhale and fold, pivoting at the hip joints. We can rest one or two blocks forward, resting the elbows on the block. Feeling that connection into the center of the pelvis. Let your body just drop a little bit down and in. And then you may even find that you can rest your head maybe on the block and allow your hands just to drape around. With each breath, allow yourself to just release a little bit more. Allow deep, conscious breathing to help the muscles and the mind relax just a little bit more, just a little bit deeper. Steady breathing. Don't push too hard if there's any pain in the joints, doesn't feel good, you want to dial it back a little bit. You can do that at any time. If you feel you want to remove the block completely, you can move that over to the side and extend the arms forward, allowing yourself to just really reach
and release. Steady breathing. The mind is quiet and calm. Find your version of this posture. Remember, there's no competition. There's no goal other than to be where you are and be at peace with where you are. Relax the back muscles. Relax the hips. Release the torso. We have about 5 more breaths, so really just lengthen and deepen the breath. Long, deep breath in, long, deep breath out. 4 more times. Find the peacefulness. 3 more breaths. Two more breaths. Last one. Long, deep breath in. As you exhale, let's lightly activate the pelvic floor. Inhale, we'll come up onto the elbows, and exhale here. Inhale, we'll walk it gently up, and again, exhale. I want you to lean a little bit back, stretch out the knees, stretch out the legs for a moment. Good. Then let's bend again and cross over. Now remember, if you can't go immediately forward, you might want to grab the blocks and stack up the blocks so you can find the connection in that best supports you. And don't be afraid of elevating. And you could just stay upright for a little bit. All right? So if we need that support, take the support. And then if you don't need it, you don't need it either. It's okay. So we find the center line and allow yourself a long, deep breath in. Now as you exhale, let's just lightly turn to the left. Don't overactivate. Try to underactivate. Keeping a sense of peacefulness, keeping a sense of calm, lifting the navel, spiraling around the center line. Just a few more breaths here. Long, deep breath in. Long, deep breath out. One more. Good. Inhale, we come back to the center. And now we begin to fold forward. So if we're using the props, you may just pivot a little forward. You could take one block and place it out in front. And as you exhale, we can drop the elbows a little down, relaxing the back muscles. You may find that you can relax your head on the block. We'll rest here for a few moments. Feel the breath as it moves in, the breath as it moves out. Notice the places of tightness. Notice the places of release. And make peace with where you are. If you feel like it's right for you to move the block, then you can always shift that over to the side and extend the arms. Don't try to force the body down. Just be with the body wherever it wants to be. softening a little bit more, being aware of all the sensations. Making peace with all the sensations. We have about 5 more breaths. Long, deep breath in. Long, deep breath out. Lengthen and deepen each breath. 4 more breaths. Three more breaths. Two more breaths. Last one. Very good. Gently activate the muscles of the pelvic floor. You inhale, come up onto the elbows, and exhale here. Walk your hands gently back up. Let's lean back and bend the elbows forward. Let's straighten the legs. You can point and flex for a moment and bend the knees up into the chest. We're going to roll forward and do a hanging forward fold. So let's straighten the legs. You can drape your hands over each other. Take a soft bend in the knees and then inhale. Relax the torso as you release the muscles of the back. Let's stay for a few breaths like this and just sort of really let everything go. Find the connection in. Good. Then let's bend the knees. And inhale the hips again, back and up. Release the torso, release the neck, feel the arms heavy, lengthening all the muscles of the legs. Again, we bend the knees. And we inhale, the hips go back and up, and we release the body. Release the body. Relax the mind. Let everything go. Easy does it. Make peace with this moment. Whatever is, accept. That's good. Let's bend the knees, slowly spiraling down. As you exhale, let's sink the hips gently down. Now we prepare for Matsyasana, and we'll stack the blocks in a T shape so we can prepare from here. Stacking the blocks in a T shape. So we're going to rest the head up on this block and the back here. So now let's gently turn around and find the contact point of your lower rib and see if your lower ribs can just line up with that long block. You could pick the hips up and settle them down and make sure the center of the head is well supported. And then let's separate the hands and then slowly extend the legs. You can start off with your feet touching and stay there for a few moments just to feel the structural integrity. And then as you relax
More and more, the feet may gently open. We want to keep the legs relatively close together. Notice all the muscles in the back, how they respond to the position. Notice the feeling and the sensations that move through the whole body. Notice any places of resistance. See if you can make peace with where you are. Make peace with whatever sensations are present. Notice if there are any emotions which might seem to bubble up to the surface. If there are any emotions that bubble up to the surface, make peace with the quality of those emotions. Accept what is. Relax the body. Release the body. Relax the mind. Release the mind. Notice all the sensations in the body. Do you feel more comfortable as we hold the posture longer? Or does it feel less comfortable? Where are the points of resistance? Where are the points of struggle? And ask your mind if it's possible to let them go. How deep can you release? What resistance is ready to leave? Keeping the mind in that calm, quiet, meditative space. Allow the path of peace within to open and reveal itself to you. As the heart opens and stays receptive, and the mind is clear, filled with wisdom and discrimination, then the spirit starts to shine with that inner light. Now we prepare to slowly change position, so let's gently activate around the neck and move a little. Gently activate the pelvic floor as we move the legs, bend the knees.
Inhale as you press up into the elbows. Come off the blocks and move them over to the side. Now as you exhale, let's roll the sacrum under. Constructive rest just for a breath or two. Feel the expansion through the back, through the heart, the neck, the shoulders. And on the next exhalation, release your hands, release your feet, and we lie all the way down. Relax the whole body. Release the whole body. In that deep space of relaxation, let the body heal. Healing on a cellular level, healing on an emotional level, and healing on an energetic level. Feel the body restored and renewed. And allow yourself a long, deep breath in. And as you exhale, let's move the fingers and toes, the head lightly. And then let's return to constructive rest position. Feel everything settle and integrate. On the next exhalation, gently hug the knees up into the chest. And on the next exhalation, let's roll over onto the side. Inhale, we'll come all the way up to seated, keeping the eyes closed. Tap into that energy of peace and harmony, making peace with yourself, making peace with all beings. Gently bring the hands together, a long, deep breath in. As you exhale, let's softly open the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me on this practice. May you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be filled with love. Namaste.